All right, this is night. It's not day. You understand what I'm trying to say. What's up, YouTube? How you feeling? Well, doing this little video called drugs. Yeah, drugs. Yes, I'm doing this video called drugs. This is apartment 217. I'm gonna try to be cool and not be mean. Let me stop playing around. Well, walking around at night, just finishing making my money. Dropped off my truck and going back to chill. So as I'm walking up the street, I'm having a little epiphany. Yeah, epiphany. So I figured, let me go to YouTube so I can spill. You understand? So just chill. So this video is about drugs. Yes, drugs. In October 2020. Drugs. Not what they used to be. Drugs, just like you and me. Some things don't change. They just duplicate the same damn things. Alright, let's get into it. Well, everybody remembers drugs. Those good old-fashioned drugs, that weed, that coke, that heroin, that good old natural get you high shit. Everybody remembers that. Oh, but let me just say this. PSA. This is not for children. This is for adults only. So if you're not over 21, get your ass up out of here. This is for adults only. Now let's get back to the regularly scheduled program. My thought. Well, you see, walking up some hill, but not like the hills of San Francisco, baby. So let's get back to it. Drugs. Good old-fashioned drugs. Good old-fashioned weed. Marijuana. Grow up out of the ground. Good old-fashioned heroin. Yep. Growing up as poppies. Poppy plants. Yep. Then you got that good old-fashioned cocaine. Growing up as them coca plants. Them coca leaves. Yep. See, excuse me, I just drank a beer. I had a little burp in me. But these 3 drugs come from plants. Now, 2 out of the 3 are synthesized into cocaine and heroin. So you got 3 natural plants: marijuana, poppy, and coca. You got 2 of those plants that are turned into synthetics: cocaine, heroin. Marijuana, it stayed the same. It was a plant. So when it came to distribution, they distributed the marijuana plant from farm to street to vendor, the street vendor, the customer. Now, the coca plant and the poppy, those plants are transported to labs, and then they're synthesized into the derivative cocaine or heroin, opiate, or upper accelerant. I can't think of the name. But anyway, getting to my point. This is October 2020. So now all the drugs are turning synthetic. Yep. This is about synthetic drugs. That's the whole market. Now, marijuana, what used to be just a plant, is now being turned into all different type of things. Marijuana has 10, 20 different qualities, and they've taken the plant and they have extracted all the qualities separately. So you took one plant and extracted 40 products. Now, originally, all you needed was just one product, a plant, a tree, some leafy, some flower, some stems with some seeds, a plant, something that can reproduce. Well, they boiled that down. They boiled that down into your hydro, your seedless plants, your single reproducers. I mean, they turned your marijuana plant into a monster. They extracted the devil out of weed. Come on now. Marijuana had 100 personalities, but now you've extracted those 100 personalities and made them singular, and then sometime triangular, so you could sell them as a medical cure. But the medical cure was the combination of pure natural marijuana, not this synthetic derivative, not this genetically modified plant. No. So now you have turned marijuana into the same thing as cocaine and heroin, a synthesizable product. And at the same time, you have a multitude of bootleg byproducts. So for like heroin, you would have your opiate family. Yeah, your Oxycontins, oxycodones, your codeine. Now you got your fentanyls. I mean, all these are synthetic derivatives of of poppy. Synthetic derivatives of poppy. So for cocaine, you got all these uppers and stimulants. That's the word I was looking for before. All these uppers and stimulants that are derivatives of the coca plant. So now with marijuana, you got all these edibles, you got the shatter, the wax, the dabs, you got the liquid, and so much more. Rub-on creams, even pill forms, CBD. I mean, you just broken it down so you can exploit the plant monetarily from every aspect. So there is no longer any medicinal effects. There's no medical effects because the magic of marijuana was the combination of healing. The recreational euphoric high. So when you extract all of those things from the marijuana, then you have an innate product. You're just selling something that looks like something that's really nothing. You're selling a bunch of sand and you just imagine it to be what you want. But in the end, it's just a bunch of sand. You can imagine it to be a Maserati. You can imagine it to be a Lamborghini. You can imagine it to be a drone. Zoom, 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 zoom. But when you stop imagining, it turns back into sand. Well, all of these synthesized products to get you high or to save you from your addiction are not doing you any good. They're worse than the original drug. So you gotta ask yourself, was it better just to take the original drug than to take these synthesized copies? These are bootleg derivatives of the original. We're being suckered. You're just paying for a bunch of fluff. So now when you go to a dispensary to buy your weed, you're just getting chicken that tastes like wood. It don't get you high. So what are they doing? Trying to push you to the heroin and the cocaine? They want to push you to the heroin and cocaine because you can't get no real or no decent weed. So instead of you staying where you're at, they're trying to force you to step it up. Come on now. The devil is always playing games, thinking that we lames, that we don't know what's going on. But yeah, we know what's going on. They're synthesizing everything that's real. And right now, it's your drugs. But after the drugs, it's you. Yep. They already synthesizing you. Synthetic use. Clones and drones. Huh. And now you got these masks that look like they Hollywood. So you can put on these masks, and if you white, you can look black with black hands and neck and everything. So that means anybody can dress up and look like somebody else. All you gotta do is go order one of these Hollywood masks. If you're a man, you can look like a woman until you take off the mask. If you're a woman, you can look like a man. You take off the mask. If you're a nobody, you can look like a superstar until you take off that mask. Oh man, what are they doing to us? Synthetic you. That's what it's coming down to. Here I am complaining about synthetic drugs. But I know that if you take the vaccine, it'll be synthetic you, because you'll be full of those nanobots. But then again, they may find another way to deliver those nanobots. Could be through the water, could be through the food, could be through the air, could be through the cigarettes, could be through the drugs. Everything that they do or plan to do has been talked about in the movies or on sitcom TVs. So when you go back and you think about everything that you've seen, that they've shown you, they showed you this, how you too will be synthesized. And by that, I mean you will be a cyborg. A cyborg. Yes, a cyborg. Just like that guy in Africa that killed his girlfriend with them running legs that looked like he came out of one of them movies. Yes, you'll be a cyborg. Half human, half human created material. Being natural is something of the past. Being original is something of the past. We are the original man. We are the original Americans. Everything original is being replaced with something synthetic or something artificial. Think about what I've been saying. The rabbit hole goes deeper. Nope, I ain't playing. I'm just a truth seeker. So tell me what you see. I'ma say what I say. I like my natural drugs. Synthetic is not the way. But I'm only a marijuana man. So I can only talk about the weed. Matter of fact, that's all I need. But I understand other people, they got other vices. I ain't gonna hate on them. I ain't gonna talk about it twice. I'ma leave it alone and wish everybody well. Because life is a lesson and a test. And I hope you pass and don't fail. Be blessed. Peace.